YouTube, what is going on? Theo Bean here. Today we are going to be doing a breakdown of the brand new Tears of the Kingdom trailer just dropped a few days ago during the Nintendo Direct that was live. I did get a chance to see it live, but I didn't get a chance to really break down into it, get into that nitty gritty. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So without any further delay, let's get to it. So right off the bat here, we have dark, gloomy Hyrule. We do see the swirling energy here. We have seen this in the very first trailer we kind of saw. Don't know if... I'm not going to say this is the same area. I don't think it is, because that looked like it was underneath Hyrule Castle. But this does look like it is the same type of force. What exactly we'll be able to do and interact with this, we will find out. Here we have like some new flying enemies, which is pretty cool. Almost like a dragon type of fish slash Zora hybrid kind of looking thing. Pretty neat looking. 3 of them, and then we just see some regular bokoblins here. This does look like the swamp area that was just north of, or sorry, that was just next to Lost Woods and the Korok Forest. Whether this is exactly that area, I do not know, but it does look very similar to that. So let's go back a frame here. This doesn't look like a tower. I mean, it's some sort of tower. It doesn't look exactly like the Sheikah towers that were there. Similar to it, but looks slightly different. And then there's almost like searchlights just popping out from the bottom of it. We see another one off here in the distance as well. Then we see some other sort of glowing thing here. It looks almost like it's this one's yellow, not green like the energy that we've seen, but looks something along those lines, almost like there could be writing or something on top of it. This kind of actually, looking at this again, this looks like it was the head of the ancient beast, but he might be underground here. Seeing the top of the head, I want to actually pull this up here. So let's take a look here. Right, this isn't going to be the best picture, but the head does look very similar, right? So we see the edges here look like the edge of his head. These weird little antlers here kind of pointing out. To say that is it exactly, I don't know, but that's kind of what that reminds me of. It does look pretty similar. Almost as if like the outside of it was lit up. Not going to say that is it, but that's just kind of the vibe I get from that. All right.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule.
So here we go again. We see another one of those green swirls that we did see earlier. So it looks like we will be getting a few of these throughout Hyrule. What they will do, don't know yet. And as well, we do see what looks like a Sheikah tower in the distance. Whether this is the old ones from Breath of the Wild or the new ones we kind of just saw a minute ago. Not sure. This does look like it's blue, so it might be like the old ones. I doubt the new ones would light up blue like they did. No way to say that definitively, though.
Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
So we get a voice, assumedly Ganon's right, telling these enemies, assuming the armies of Ganon, to leave no survivors, take everybody out. And here we get this event, right? The blood moon grows even brighter. And then we get these comet-like missiles kind of coming out from what looks like the ground here. Doesn't look like it's coming from the moon. And this series of scenes here does look like it is, in fact... this series of events here does look like it is in fact like a bunch of little cutscenes put together. From this point forward, the trailer does go a lot quicker here as well. So bear with me. Get the plateau. We get these enemies raining down. So these comets are in fact not just explosions, but it looks like how enemies will kind of spawn in as well. And then here we get a couple new enemies here as well. Lizafos, Moblin with these new helmets as well. Bokoblins with this kind of horn-like helmet. We have what looks like either an undead or kind of like a Stalfos, kind of a combination of the two. Looks like the face is like a zombie, but he's got a skeleton-like core here. And then we have these giant-looking Bokoblins here as well, which we will see another one here in just a moment. What we kind of get here, some sort of tremor-like event. This almost looks like a cutscene as well. Let's go. All right, 1080 is high, so we can go here. What exactly this is, I'm not sure. Almost this does look like it's a cutscene as well. Looks like something almost like here. I think we'll take a moment to talk about this. This looks like we're almost like in a dungeon, kind of like. This is kind of what reminds me of. And these claw-like things kind of attacking Link as soon as we step on this type of pedestal here, the Sheikah symbol. Here we get another shot of the giant Bokoblin blowing a horn, kind of like just like we saw in Breath of the Wild, right? You enter a camp, one of them sees you, the lookouts, blows a horn, alerts you, and here they go looking to attack. Here we go again with these almost like these weird dragon things, and they are actually carrying Bokoblins. I'd imagine they'll get dropped off as well. Kind of reminds me of Wind Waker, how we would see them get dropped off in certain encounters and fights from there. Here we go again with the Moblins and these brand new looking armor / helmet things. What these are indicative of, I don't know. Looks like a rock helmet type ordeal. And then here we are up in the sky fighting some sort of green energy construction stone enemy, attacking Link. Ganon shot with this hole in his chest as well. This will be important for the later scenes here. Looks like he's coming back to life. Scene from the other trailer, he's upside down, his neck, he turns, eyes turn on.
But Link...
Assuming it's the same. And then here we get Zelda's voice.
I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Here we get a quick shot of more of these almost floating islands and everything like that in the distance. Places we'll be able to explore. Notice there is quite a bit of verticality to some of these as well. Here we also do get a very good shot of Hyrule Castle being completely suspended in the air. So I'm assuming we won't even be able to get back there, right? To get to Ganon until we have to do something, right? Maybe by going up to these different floating islands, we can restore Hyrule to the way it was, bring everything back down, kind of turn the gravity levels off a little bit, to be able to fight the final boss. That is until speedrunners figure out a way to beat the game in under 30 minutes again, but... Fortnite, where we dropping in. So here we go. We look like we're getting... So I want to actually play through this a little bit slower. So let's go to playback speed. We're going to go 5. So this is going to be slow. Bear with me. So it's hard to tell if that glow is coming from his hand or the weapon itself. But here we get a new shot of this new weapon. This weird Zora dragon fish thing. It's flying. And it is going to be heat-seeking shot. It's just really cool. Takes him out one shot. He is dead. Let me turn that playback speed back up. Shield surfing on a railing. This looks like some sort of rock infused with that red energy. It's something different from what we saw in Breath of the Wild. And then just normal Moblin Bokoblins here. And then here we get a nice good shot here as well. Link is using his actually hand for using the powers that we've used, kind of like we Link is using his hand here as opposed to using the Sheikah Slate like we did in Breath of the Wild. So all his powers or things going to be probably similarly linked to the Sheikah Slate will be imbued in his hand. How that happens, we'll find out. But using this to kind of help complete this puzzle here. Another new item here, some sort of like energy bomb thrower. Some more green energy here. Entire blue looking exploding bomb gets launched out from a jump attack, sets off an explosion. And then here we get another sorry, not another shot. Here we get this almost golden glowing figure. This could be either one of two people in my opinion. Most likely this is probably Zelda. And the hand we'll see here is Link. They are not showing us who these people are. We know this is Link right off his hand. We'll see here in a second again. From this shot here as well, you can pretty much say it is the same type of design that we see on his hand. If this isn't Zelda, the only other person I think this could be would be possibly the goddess Hylia. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Again, another shot of Link's hand, kind of confirming that that is in fact him. Whether we just acquired a new power for a hand, or he's just kind of like, wow, this hand's pretty OP, this is awesome. So here we're getting your powers again, much like the magnet, picking stuff out of the swamp. This looks like this is the plateau where we started off in Breath of the Wild. Oh, or it could not be. Don't quote me on that. It does look like it though. And then we have our first vehicle that we see in the trailer here. I do want to point out that these heads are kind of similar to the symbol that we get for the Tears of the Kingdom main symbol, right? With these almost like serpent, fish-like heads. That is kind of representative of that. And then this glowing green energy here. And headlights as well, which will be great in case you do want to drive around late at night. You'll be able to see clearly. Here we get a blimp-like feature, and then we got this little glowing blue or green stuff, not blue. Kind of holding this thing together, it almost looks like. And then here we go with our floating craft here. Let's go back like one frame or so. We do have a control thing it looks like Link is using to fly it. But we do see more of this green silly putty type stuff holding this stuff together. Whether that helps give it power, who knows? Most likely I'm going to guess it's probably going to be a power linked with Link's hand. And then also, again, more verticality to these flying structures here. We get almost like this giant floating rock Death Star like thing. Whether this could be something like a dungeon, things like that, who knows? I know one of the complaints for Breath of the Wild was people didn't like the fact that the dungeons were really missing. They had the Divine Beast, but they weren't exactly the same as the dungeons compared to the previous titles. So whether we'll be getting something like that in here, who knows? That would be really cool. Just an idea. I'm not going to bank on that one, though. Here we get some floating debris falling down from above. Almost like it's Fortnite again. It's kind of funny. Then we do also get this glowing dark energy from Ganon. From the ground, whether that was from the meteorites or what it could be indicative of, I don't know what to see. Again, more verticality to these structures that are floating up in the sky. And as we get the main symbol here, we get this song playing in reverse. What the actually is in reverse, I'm not sure. My theory is for Tears of the Kingdom is that we're going to be some sort of changing of time is going to be at play, kind of similar to possibly like we had an Ocarina of Time, where we had some time skips going forward, going back. That's going to be kind of my guess, especially considering the fact that we've seen from the trailers, right? We've seen Link here, for instance. He looks kind of normal like we had in Breath of the Wild. Compared to the other trailers, the older ones, we see Link with the longer hair almost look like some considerable amount of time has passed. So I think some sort of element at time will be at play for this. That's kind of my theory for Tears of the Kingdom. But more importantly to note here with the Master Sword, this is my first time noticing this, is we have the corruption here on the sword, kind of similar how it was in the stone we've got it in Breath of the Wild. And then we have it going into this green-like energy. What this means, I don't know, but this should be indicative of something. Whether that means we'll be able to wield the Master Sword with our hand and our energy, this new power that we get, who knows? Or maybe we'll need it in order to restore it back to itself. It can mean many things, but with time we will find out. All right, and now we gotta go really slow for this one because this one goes fast. Here we have Ganon again from that platform we had a while ago. Or sorry, I think that happens here, or did that already happen? We see this dark energy pulsing out of Ganon's chest, the dark energy we've seen throughout this trailer. Here we see the Master Sword is glowing blue, and it looks like it's almost being corroded by this dark energy. Looks like Link tried to stop it. And let's see if we can actually go back one more frame. That's 5 seconds, that's way too far. Okay, you can't really tell, but here you can kind of see that Link's hand almost looks like it is corrupted as well. We're going to get another shot here kind of showing that a little bit more as well. Here we have it flying at Link. Major Princess Mononoke vibes here. Here we see his arm and his chest. Oh my god, if this isn't Princess Mononoke.
Please, lend him your power.
Here goes Zelda. We see Link jumping to try to help save her. Assumedly, looks like he's jumping away to catch her as that thing coming out of Ganon's chest is chasing towards them. And there we have our date. 5/12/23, exactly 3 months from today. And that is going to be it. That is the end of the trailer. So, of course, a lot to kind of dive into there. I know it goes very quick, right? Especially those scenes from the second half on, where it's just like boom, 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 boom. So much to kind of pick apart here as well. I'm really curious to kind of see what you guys think of, what some sort of theories, some sort of things that you guys might have noticed that I might not have picked out on. I'm by no means a Legend of Zelda lore expert. I have a pretty good knowledge of everything, right, based across all the games. But I'm really curious to see down in the comments what you guys think below. Let me know anything you guys picked up on, things that you might explore, theories. I love theory crafting and kind of getting to see what you guys say. So drop that down there below. But thank you guys for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. If you can, please like and subscribe to the channel. It greatly helps me out as well. I am almost to 100 subs as well. A little milestone, but still cool little achievement as we continue to try to grow this channel here. So with that, thank you guys for watching. I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace and deuces. See ya.